welcome to another Slay of the Spire stream. I'm your host, Vegetable Bread. Changed a couple of things up. I want to have, I have some mods now. Hey Yvonne. Sorry, I was having some problems with OBS, so I might have missed some chat messages, but I see your double energy plus void thing. That sounds fun. First character today is going to be Red Watcher. So I have the ending, and we want to have the red modifier. Okay, so what do we think is going to be a good combo with this? Well, we've got like fasting for additional strength scaling, which is neat. We've got like Diva form and card draw, but honestly, Watcher's better at doing that without Ironclad helping. Watcher doesn't do... Watcher actually does quite a bit of exhaust stuff. All the miracles exhaust. All the generated cards, like safety and smite exhaust. So we could do some feel no pain block stuff. Or like Dark Embrace. So that's sort of what I'm thinking about. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we got 3 fights here and 2 question marks. No fire before the first elite. This one does have a fire before the first elite, and we can get 3 fights before it as well. But then I'm only get 1 elite in this first group instead of 2. And I end up limited to a 2 elite act. Maybe 2 elites is appropriate here, given that we don't have a Niao bonus, so it's going to be a little bit harder to get 3. We could also get 2 and have one of them be the Mega Elite. There's a lot of fires on that route. 2 here, 1 there, and that 1 there. So it's 4 extra fires in addition to the one at the end, which is pretty nuts. If we start on this path, we can't like get strong and then go fight extra elites. We're pretty much locked into the this path. Whereas if we go over here, we could plan on going to this fire, and then if we get really strong, choose to go to this elite instead. Although if we go on this left path, the only way to get 3 elites is to go to the Mega. So the only way to get 3 non-Mega elites is to fight this elite first. And there's no way to get there without fighting at least 4 hallway fights. So 4 hallway fights and then an elite is probably a dead Watcher. So I think I'll go this path up the middle that I like, with the extra fires. Can't kill one, so let's crack them both and block. Take 5. This is lethal. Okay. Prostrate, Bloodletting, and Third Eye. Well, we're not happy to see Bloodletting. It's one of the worst cards in the Ironclad pool. And we're not happy to see Third Eye versus Prostrate either, because we want them to be attacks. Could take Prostrate and just start jamming Divinity stuff. Is Divinity good with Ironclad cards for any particular reason? Ironclad has a lot of strength scaling, and whenever you're in Divinity, you have sort of implicit 3 times scaling. So we could get like a heavy blade and like 3 or 4 strength, and then go into Divinity and do like 1,000,000 damage. Because that strength ends up getting multiplied by like 15. Which is pretty nice, and pretty achievable too. It's like a very reasonable path. We have to pick Prostrate right now, and Third Eye is way better of a card. But we don't have like Weave or anything yet, so it's hard to tell if we would rather pick Scry cards or Mantra cards. Assuming we're doing some Feel No Pain Dark Embrace stuff, Prostrate might be better, because we'll draw lots of cards, and if we're drawing lots of cards, then Prostrate blocks for a lot, and We draw it many times and go into Divinity frequently. But we don't have any of that stuff, and Third Eye is a better card. I'll take a Third Eye here. It's close though. That's Third Eye, set up for next turn. Pretty bad first turn. Eruption Miracle Double Strike is 33 damage, which is not enough. So we probably want to enter column and strike once. Hope to get more damage on the next shuffle. Third Eye Defend blocks out and sets up for hopefully an Eruption Lethal next turn. Actually, if we want Eruption Lethal, we need to put him to 21 right now. Which we can't do. We only have 18 damage. We would need 21 damage to put him to 21. So we're probably not going into Wrath next turn because we're not killing him next turn. So he's going to try and hit us for 16. We're going to block for 16 next turn. Let's get rid of Eruption. Since we're not erupting anytime soon, maybe we do just Miracle out a strike right now, since we've got him in hand. He's at 36, that's 6 strikes away. So we hit him with 1 now, hit him with 1 next turn, he's 4 strikes away. Then we still need to rely on either Wrath or Miracle the turn after that. So I will not Miracle out a strike right now. This fight's getting pretty dangerous. He scales up really fast. So I think I was planning to Vigilance Defend Miracle Strike here. Let's see, there's actually a pretty big difference between him being above 33 and him being below 33, because then if I draw Wrath Double Strike, it's either lethal or not. So I think this is a perfectly fine time to spin the Miracle on the strike. Get him below 33. Gross. Well, it's a good thing we picked the path to all the fires. Eruption Strike is now lethal. Does Watcher have anything that lets them lose 1 health from their own cards? I don't think so. I like how Twin Strike is just a strictly worse what is it called? Blade Sleeves? The Twin Strike, whatever. I think we might take it anyway, though. We need the damage. Evaluate plays into the Feel No Pain thing, but we don't have Feel No Pain. We don't have any synergy stuff with that, so let's take some damage. We could give it Twin Strike or Third Eye to get, like, I forget, is it like 10 strength, 10 health? Let's look up the wiki. Okay, it's 5 HP. Yeah, I don't think we want to give up Twin Strike for 5 HP. Give up Third Eye. I'm not super attached to the Third Eye, but it's probably worth more than 5 HP over Strike Remove. So I'll get rid of the Strike. This run is terrible. We gotta... a hard fight, or we got a fight in 2 question marks. We lost like 20 health to that stupid cultist. Now we get a jawworm. Well, not too much you can do about it. We're probably getting eruption next turn, so maybe we should plan on trying to get lethal. If we eruption strike twin strike next turn, that is 12 plus 20 is 32, 41. So we just have to do 1 strike this turn to get lethal next turn. Which means I'll go ahead and Miracle out to defend. And we're probably going to get lethal next turn. We need to find at least another attack. We have a potion if it doesn't work. We'll get rid of the Ascender's Bane. Increase our number of draws. Yeah, we did. Okay. There's the Heavy Blade. Watcher doesn't have any particular ways of getting artifact charges, or else Flex would be crazy. Reckless Charge is also very good, especially if you're trying to do Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace stuff. Those dazes are really powerful. But Heavy Blade has the best strength scaling. Not that we have any strength scaling. But still. Eruption Heavy Blade can be quite a bit of damage. Watcher also just like loves strength scaling, so we'll probably pick some. Watcher's got a lot of multi-attacks. Ragnarok. Flying Sleeves, that kind of stuff. Also does more damage than Reckless Charge does. And we need to be ready for this to be a hard fight. Actually, if this is a hard fight, maybe we pick Reckless Charge. Because if it's a gang of slimes, Reckless Charge is a little bit easier to use on that really important turn 1. When there's, 6 slimes and 4 of them are attacking. Yeah, I think I'll take Reckless Charge. It's also less common. Ooh, hey, Malfatha, you are the first subscriber. Congratulations. Thank you. I appreciate you using your Twitch Prime on this. I don't have a thing prepared. A lot of streamers have like a welcome to the coconut crew or something ready to go, but I do not, because that's the first time it's happened. Evan, why don't you redeem the coconut command, and then I'll show you what coconut is. Okay, we probably don't have lethal right now without the potion. We probably do have lethal with the potion. So it's 20, 32. Alright, here we go. We're redeeming the coconut command. This is coconut. Coconut is a little English house cat. She's very old. She was just cleaning herself, so she's very confused about where she's now being held. She likes to be held like a little baby. I can't see the camera, but it's easier. Now she wants to be let go. Okay, so we have 32 damage, 41 damage with Eruption. 20, 32, yeah, 41. So do attack pot saves kind of 10 health here, but we can block out without it. We can just defend, Twin Strike, maybe even Miracle Out Strike. I think we probably still get there. I don't know. Attack potion is not like super valuable, and it basically just wins the fight on the spot. I would like to save it, but winning the fight on the spot sounds pretty good. Because like we would take 1 damage this turn, and then like next turn he'd be attacking for 11 again, and we'd probably like Vigilance Defend or something, maybe Reckless Strike, and then we get a shuffle, and like if the shuffle isn't good and he decides to run away right away, he like takes all of our money and does, you know, 1 damage to us. And I would rather have the attack, spend the attack potion and keep the money and have him take the money, right? Well, actually, we're probably not going to a shop, huh? We might go to this shop. It is a, it's a Berlin roguelike. There's a lot of different things that people mean when they say roguelike, and Berlin roguelike is sort of what you would expect from like the game Rogue, or like NetHack, or Brogue, or Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, or Tome, or one of those kind of games. So it's like you're an @ sign moving around on the map currently. Yeah, it's fun. There's a little sort of Tetris-y style magic system where you like are pushing around little zones of magic and using those to cast spells. I think I will use the attack potion here. Try and win the fight. Inflame, that's the strength scaling we were talking about. We didn't actually pick Heavy Blade. We don't have any AoE, so we could take Cleave. We're about to do a Elite fight, and then potentially a Mega Elite fight. And Inflame is pretty good at Elite fights. So I think we grab Inflame. I think we have time to upgrade here. Yeah, you can. You have to redeem the playtest command. And probably I'm going to be doing that like at most once a week, and Sir Artemal redeemed it on Friday, so I'll probably have you guys wait at least a little bit, because I literally haven't worked on the game since I got Sir Artemal's feedback on it, so I want to change some stuff in response to that feedback. Are we upgrading Inflame? Sometimes Coconut redeems her own Coconut command. If we upgrade a card, it's probably Inflame. It upgrades all my attacks. Yeah, I think let's do it. Alright, well this is a good fight for Ancient Pot. Let's try and control our draw next turn. We don't want any defense, that's for sure. Inflame, Double Strike, Reckless Charge seems fine. And then depending on the shuffle, we may have lethal next turn. I'm going to go ahead and Ancient Pot too. Grummanab is scary, and I would not like to be vulnerable. We did find Eruption, but we didn't find any attacks to go with it. And we can't use it, or he does 32 damage and kills us. So I guess we're just taking 16 off the dome? No, that can't be right. Well, wait, can we kill him next turn if we like try and block this turn? So if the draw next turn is Double Strike, Twin Strike, Reckless Charge, and we aren't in Wrath, then we do 12, 22, 29 damage. So we're dead if we do that. We are not vulnerable, so he's just straight up gaining 3 strength. But he does do 6 extra damage to us if we go into Eruption. So he's doing 32 and then plus 6. So Third Eye only gives us 1 net health. I think we're dying. Okay, so if we're blocking, we have to survive 2 turns at the very least, and we have to get like a nearly perfect shuffle for these last 2 cards. I guess we can make it more than 2 cards with Third Eye, but it seems like that's the only line where we potentially win, so we'll go for it. Now, how much block is the question? Those defends are only blocking for 2. So we're planning to survive this turn and survive next turn. So defends are actually -1 health overall. So I should not play defense. Okay. Well, we did some damage. If we vigilance, do we survive? So we go up 8 health to 35, basically, or 25, and he goes up 3 strength. Yeah, so we do survive. Okay, so let's do this. And then max damage is these. We would find somehow 20 next turn. If we miracle out a strike, what happens? He gets 3 extra strength, he goes to 25 and kills us. That's what happens. Okay. Oh my god, we got it. Well, that was threading a fucking needle. Jeez. Yeah, if we'd played any more defense, we would have died for sure. The defense were worth negative health. Crazy card reward. Tantrum is nuts. Establishment's nuts. Alpha's nuts. All crazy good. We don't currently have anything that's broken with Alpha or Establishment. We don't have like a ton of card draw or anything like that. And we do have strength scaling for Tantrum. So my temptation is to go with Tantrum here. I love Establishment decks, and Alpha is always a crowd pleaser, but I think a Tantrum is the right pick here. Clearly resting. Darkstone Parrot is terrible, but if it can help us at all, we need to take it because we're weak. My gut feeling right now is this is not a heart-killing deck. So we need to take Darkstone Periap to try and turn it around. But then, does it actually turn it around? If we get like Duvu Doll and get some strength scaling from that, then like the Tantrum thing is really going off. So I think we take Darkstone Periap. I think we just go rest again. And then fight this Mega Elite, probably. Oh boy. Vigilance Defend does a lot of blocking. Not quite blocking out, but... Tantrum Strike Attack Pop most likely transforms him. Tantrum does 9 plus 12 would be 21, so he would be at 34, which actually splits him. That's the worst possible split. We probably don't want to do the worst possible split. So let's triple block, and I think we're gonna miracle out this strike here. It looks like next turn we're gonna split him with the hopefully Inflame Eruption Twin Strike. We'll see what we get. Yeah, seems good to me. It's kind of like splitting them, right? Empty Fist is good because we have Tantrum, so we're going to be in Wrath an uncomfortable amount of the time. Spot Weakness is good just because it's a good card. It also helps us scale up against Hexaghost. He frequently attacks, so we'd get to Spot Weakness most of the time when we draw it. Although critically he does not attack on the first turn, so Spot Weakness does tend to miss there. Empty Fist also just does a heck ton of damage. Has one of the best upgrades on an attack common. Body slam's basically out of contention. What do these things tell me to do? Probably take the Empty Fist so that I can go into a stance and then exit it on the first turn and still block out. Yeah, we already have Inflame, and maybe we'll get like a Limit Break or something. I feel like taking Inflame plus and Spot Weakness is a little bit greedy. So let's take Empty Fist. Try to win some hallway fights. Well, that's helpful. I think we go rest one more time and then fight the Mega and probably die. This is Act 1, you gotta either die or power up. Inflame turn 1 is nice. We're probably not going to Tantrum next turn. I guess we do have Tantrum and Empty Fist, but maybe I'll try and line up Empty Fist with Vigilance. This is a fight where Alpha would be really good. It's worth calling out. Alright, we did line up Empty Fist and Vigilance, so we can, like, Vigilance, Empty Fist, play more stuff. He's going to die to the damage return, which is really nice, because then he doesn't get to regenerate. Oh wait, he regenerates at the beginning of his turn. Oh no, it's the end of the turn, so he dies before he regenerates. Great. I think it's just defend double strike here. Don't need to get too fancy. We're not doing enough damage to kill the back sentry, so maybe we'll try and wheel back around the front one. Prevent his next attack. Alright, Third Eye helps get some days out of the way, set up for next turn. I think with Tantrum we probably have lethal on the front guy next turn, so I'll lose the defend. Tantrum and Eruption. That's 18 damage by itself, so that seems lethal. And hopefully we draw either Empty Fist or a bunch of attacks next turn. We have the attack bot for if we don't. That should do it. Okay. Ooh, Birdface turn. Okay, well now we got a plan. Pick some powers. Okay. Are we a Reach Heaven deck? We're not really doing, I mean, we can, like, go into Wrath mode for Through Violence, and that's nice. Do, 46 damage. That's a lot of damage. Do we need another attack, though? I think we're currently probably behind Hexaghost. There's a good chance Hexaghost kills us. Take Armaments. Is Armaments good with Watcher stuff? Not really. We are way behind on upgrades. We've been resting a lot. Also, we need some block for Hexaghost. Maybe we aren't behind on damage. Maybe with, like, Inflamed Tantrum, we're in a decent spot. Armaments really needs an upgrade, though. We do have a lot of good upgrades, huh? Okay, alright, I'll take the Armaments. 'Cause, like, I don't know, I feel like we can get away with it. 'Cause we have, like, Inflame Tantrum. We can, like, then I guess upgrade it. We don't want to pass 48 particularly. We're going to get wrecked on that turn 1. I guess maybe we took a rest more than we needed. I was really afraid of that Mega Elite, but we actually got through it by only losing like 5 health or something. Actually, I think it was more than 5. I think it was like 13 or 15 or something. We should not use the regen pot this turn. If we use the regen pot this turn, we gain 5 health, go up to 48, and then he does 6 extra damage. So we would lose 1 net health on the transaction. We probably do want to use it in the fight, just not specifically on turn 1. Okay, Empty Fist is lining up with Calm here to help us do stuff. Although I'd rather line it up with Wrath. Good afternoon, Ragnarok. I guess it's Ragnarok, huh? We have an option to go into Wrath mode here. And we would shuffle Tantrum back in. Tantrum does a ton of damage. We would get to upgrade it with armaments too. He doesn't do that much damage next turn. I think we do want to go into Wrath. We could Miracle out a Defend here too, preserve health. It's not like obviously correct, but I think it's reasonable. Although, it looks like I want to use 4 energy next turn, so I guess I'll leave it alone. I'll take 5. Alright, we got Empty Fist, which is great. Empty Fist also has a great upgrade. So he's really hitting for 6 times 2. So if we take Third Eye, we're blocking for taking 5. And if we Armaments Third Eye, we're blocking out. Actually, this blocks for 10 when it's upgraded. Oh, 9. So we'd be overblocking by a little bit. But the alternative is we fit in Eruption and take a ton of damage, so I think we'll do it anyway. Armaments first to make sure we get those upgrades. We could Third Eye either before or after Tantrum, depending on whether we want to see Tantrum in the Scry. I think we actually do want to see Tantrum in the Scry so that we can get rid of it. This is one of our few exits, so we probably don't want to go into Wrath again after the next turn. I think I'll just keep 1 defend. Wait, oh, we upgraded our Miracle. I missed that. I missed the upgraded Miracle plus Eruption, so we had enough mana for the whole thing. So I just missed 24 damage. Might be worth restarting the fight. It's pretty clearly a mistake. I think I will restart the fight. Yeah, Silent takes some getting used to. I think we played everything here. And then we took 5, so we'd have the Miracle for next turn. Okay, so play Armaments first, which upgrades the Miracle and downcosts Eruption. And then we want Eruption first so that we get double damage on Tantrum. So it's actually even more than 24 damage we missed. Oh, I guess we were already in Wrath mode. I don't know why this shuffle is different, because there were 2 defense in here last time, but I thought I played everything the same. I did regen pot on a later turn. I wouldn't think that would affect the shuffle RNG. There's kind of 2 lines here. There's like Tantrum Twin Strike, stay in Wrath mode for this strike, or there's like Tantrum Vigilance, or there's like Vigilance Tantrum Twin Strike. I guess Vigilance Tantrum Twin Strike is strictly better than Tantrum Twin Strike because we block the burn damage. This is 24 plus 32 damage. Oh, this is lethal. 24 plus 32. No, we were off by 1. Okay. Well, we'll stay in Wrath because we have guaranteed lethal next turn then. Oh, no, it is lethal. Huh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. I wasted some regen pot healing. Kokonu's doing well. Not too much yelling. Just sitting on the couch and what she hopes will soon be a sunspot. This is a great time for lessons learned. As I observed when I took the Armaments Plus, we were sort of deficient on upgrades. Wish is okay. We already have some strength scaling. Wish tends to be good in Watcher because Watcher has like extremely limited access to strength scaling. Also because you can get gold. It is also a very versatile card. I'm not going to deny that, but we already have like a way better source of strength scaling with Inflame Plus, so I'm disinclined to take Wish. I think it's between Lessons Learned and Deus Ex Machina. Deus Ex Machina has a crazy interaction with Armaments because you get 2 upgraded miracles, so it ends up being +4 energy rather than +2. Armaments Plus is just also really good with any retain card. I didn't realize that, but it is true. You could do Searing Blow, Meditate Armaments, and upgrade your Searing Blow every turn. That'd be fun. Maybe we need the upgrades less, though, now that we took Armaments Plus. Taking Armaments Plus is like quite a commitment. It's kind of a bit like taking Apotheosis. And Lessons Learned isn't like that good. It's 2 mana deal 10 damage. We do have some upgrades we need. But every upgrade we get decreases the value of Armaments Plus as well. Like if we had a shovel, I think we would just dig now instead of taking upgrades. Does Deus Ex Machina do anything cool though? It like gives us extra energy for what? Do we need extra energy? We're not drawing any cards. Yeah, I don't really know what this deck does yet. It's really just like kills Hexaghost. Yeah, I guess I'll take Lessons Learned. Lessons Learned will be good no matter what we end up doing. Calling Bell gives us max HP, which is nice. Astrolabe gets rid of our last 3 strikes. And increases the amount of upgraded cards in the deck, making both Armaments and Lessons Learned worse. This is an Energy Relic. Energy Relics are good. Are we good at Act 2 Elites? Because if we take Slaver's Scholar, we have to fight Act 2 Elites. We don't do enough damage to like execute them, and we have to be in Wrath mode to do good damage. So it seems like we're not actually very good at them. We're probably pretty good at Gremlin Leader, and bad at the other 2. Lessons Learned is nice at Slavers because you can get a kill with it pretty easily. So I think this is probably Calling Bell or Astrolabe. It's really hard to think about Astrolabe because since we have the red modifier doesn't show up. That's so weird. Oh, also, can somebody in chat tell me if you can mouse over the relics? Does that thing work? What makes me better at Gremlin Leader than Slavers is that we rely on going into Wrath mode to do damage. And in the Gremlin Leader fight, there are turns when nobody's attacking you, right? There's turns when he's summoning dudes or he's buffing and you've like killed all the dudes. Or you can just go into Wrath to kill the dudes. So the leader only attacks like a third of the time. So any of those times you're safe to be in Wrath. But yeah, put your mouse over the stream and do the relics. Do they tell you what they do? You're not able to do that. I have the mod running. I don't know why that doesn't work. Drat. Sorry. So yeah. So in the Gremlin Leader fight, it's safer to be in Wrath than in either of the other two, because in Slavers you're getting attacked every turn, and in Book of Stabbing you're getting attacked every turn. And we don't have like a wallop or something to like turn Wrath mode into block or halt or anything. So we could Astrolabe and look for those kind of things. We could also get upgraded Ironclad cards, so we could get like a Juggernaut or something. A lot of weird stuff to get. Entrench. So I think we go with Calling Bell. There's just too many weird Ironclad cards that like don't make sense with the deck. And as well as weird Watcher cards. We could get like a Weave, which we have no synergy with. So I could take Calling Bell. Give me that max HP. Alright, well now we're a lot better at Slavers. And now we don't need Alpha, see? I have a ton of tips for beginners. I don't know, I would need to know more about where you are specifically in your Slay the Spire journey to give a specific tip. But I guess the best like overall tip is if you're familiar with drafting from some other context, like from Magic or something, when you're drafting a Magic deck, you're trying to sort of strategically get cards and build like a complete deck at the end, and that complete deck has to like sort of function like a little machine. But in this game, you're drafting cards, but your deck has to work the whole time, and the challenges that you see are only going to ramp up. So it's really important that when you're picking cards, not only are you focused about the end game challenges, like how does this card help me beat the heart, but it's very important that you focus on the immediate term challenges. So like in Act 1, you cannot be picking cards that don't help you kill Gremlin Knob, right? You have to be able to kill Gremlin Knob. That's the first thing. And then you have to be able to kill your Act 1 boss, and then you have to be able to fight Act 2 elites, right? You have to sort of walk through that progression. You can't just pick a bunch of cards that are good against the heart, because you're going to die. That's, I think, the best for very beginners advice. Also, there's a heart at the end. That's some advice for a beginner, I suppose. Yeah, I suppose that advice probably isn't very good because it relies on you having an understanding of like what the challenges are that you're going to face. Yeah, pick damage commons. If you haven't ever opened the game, pick damage commons. That's the first thing you want. You want cards that say 1 mana, do 9 damage. You're like, yes. Those will help you overcome your early challenges. Okay. It would be nice to go to a shop. We have 336 gold, so maybe we go this way to get our 2 easy fights, get a question mark to power up for the shop, go to the shop, take a hard fight, fire in an elite, and then see where we're at. There's a lot of elites here. It seems like there's probably like a 4 elite path. Maybe not. No, there's just a lot of 3 elite paths. I think we probably want to go on a 2 elite path, if that. So let's get started. Getting robbed. We probably want to focus the back one He does a little bit more damage. He's only got 2 more health in this situation. We're hoping to use Gremlin Horn in this fight. That's right. We were standing in the gate to the city saying, I want to spend all this gold. Those guys were like, hey, check out this kid. Let's get him. This looks like a pretty good turn next turn. Maybe I'll drop 1 of the defense. I think we do Miracle out of defend here. It's a good use of it. It's not great. It's good. Alright, now they're both trying to run. So we shouldn't let them. Okay, so we can do a bunch of damage with Tantrum, Lessons Learned, Empty Fist. It's going to be 9 plus 20 is 29, plus 18 is 41. No, 51. So we could kill this leader and only waste 6 damage, or we could kill this leader and waste 8 damage and then put Empty Fist into that leader. Maybe we skip Empty Fist and just stay in Wrath mode. Ooh yeah, staying in Wrath mode for next turn. Inflame Twin Strike, maybe finish them off. Okay, well in that case let's do Eruption first and then Tantrum. Learn our lesson. Ooh, now we get to... Yes! Inflame into Tantrum. Give it to me. Okay, and then we're redrawing Tantrum next turn. Got him. They tried to take the money. They didn't expect me to throw a tantrum about it. They died. Wreath of Flame. Wreath of Flame is one of those cards where whenever I'm doing these combination runs, I have my eye on it because it's it is very specifically a watcher card. If you have Wreath of Flame in a defect deck, you could do some crazy stuff with it. If you have Wreath of Flame in any other class's deck, they have more multi-attacks, so Wreath of Flame becomes, like, really powerful, potentially. I don't know if it's necessarily the pick here. It's crazy good with Tantrum, though. Tantrum and Twin Strike are kind of the combos. Yeah, I think we do take Wreath of Flame. What did Lessons Learned hit? Oh, Defend. Okay. So it's either Wreath of Flame or Battle Hymn for me. Battle Hymn's really good. Battle Hymn is really good with the like Feel No Pain Dark Embrace package, where we're trying to exhaust stuff. Because the smites that get generated have exhaust on them. I think if we take Battle Hymn, we feel a little bit better about our overall damage situation vis-a-vis Book of Stabbing and stuff. Because then you kind of like load up a bunch of hymns and then go into Wrath and fire them off. Also, Armaments Plus is really good with retained stuff, so we get we get upgraded hymns. I want to view the upgrade for Smite. I think it's 16 damage. So let's take Battle Hymn. Battle Hymn's just like generally a better card than Wreath of Flames too. But that Tantrum combination is really tempting. Okay. We have bronze scales, so this fight shouldn't be too hard. We just need to block out. So we're going to do this and that for sure. And none of them are buffing. So let's see, who do I put this 8 damage on? Well, if I put 8 damage on him, he kills himself. Let's see, he does 18 damage back to himself, so he doesn't die. I see that you're asking about Smite. I don't know what command you're trying to use, but Smite is a retained card that gets generated by some Watcher cards, and it is a 1 mana deal 12 damage card. It gets generated by the Battle Hymn. Maybe you were trying to look up how much damage it does when upgraded. Basically, there's a train that goes like, it's like 30 feet from my house, so the train sounds are real. I guess I'll smite the weakest one, just set him up to die next turn. I guess I could have done that to any of them, because he's going to be at 2 health. Alright, Lessons Learned has a target here, I'm sure. This does 8, and this does 6. 8 plus 6 is 14, so we could kill this one. Which seems like kind of a priority. Alternately, we could do Tantrum. So if we Tantrum, we do 9 damage to him. He hits us for 2 and then dies. We Lessons Learned off this guy, and then this guy hits us for 2 and dies, so we take 4 total damage. Seems okay. Oh wait, we can kill him too, I think. Yeah. Darn, okay. Oh wait, this is whenever we're attacked, so as long as we defend, we take 0. Okay. So I'm gonna get some water really quick. Kuganen is not interested in my shenanigans. Deceive Reality would be really nice. We don't have basically any block cards, so we should probably pick some of those at some point. We have Armaments, I suppose. Third eye. Yeah, let's take Deceive Reality. Deceive Reality is great. It's got the same retain benefits with Armaments Plus that I was talking about. 75 gold for card remove. Well, we could just do that at the shop, although that does increase the price for doing that in the future. Maybe we want to do it twice. Why is this? I don't want this pop up. So we probably want to just remove a strike here. We want to get them out of the deck before Lessons Learned upgrades them. We should have come to the shop. And didn't realize there's going to be a membership card. Okay. So we buy that. And then what else do we do? Immolate is insane. It's on sale, and it's generally not available to Watcher. We don't have any AoE, so that would be really nice. We do change stances a bit, so we can take a Flurry of Blows. We got Tantrum, Empty Fist. Definitely taking an Immolate Plus, that's insane. Kinda can't believe that was offered. Probably removing a strike. Probably taking Flurry. That costs 66 gold, so we would be left with 21. Nothing that we want to do costs 21. So if we do that, we're missing on a potion. Our potions are full. Yeah, let's just do this. Pretty good shop. We've got a membership card now. Unfortunate draw order for lessons learned. Maybe we try and eat Chosen with it after Stone Calendar goes off. Maybe this is a cultist potion? I'd love to save that for the elite though. Although again, it's only really good against Gremlin Leader, because the other two fights are too fast. We're also due to get a potion. Our potion chance has been ticking up. Every fight where you don't get a potion reward increases your chance of getting a potion in the next fight incrementally. So maybe we use the attack pot during this fight. I don't know. We're not doing anything else this turn, I don't think. We can Armaments Tantrum Empty Fist here for a bunch of damage. I like that. Then he kills himself with Thorns. Seems good. Failed to find our Flurry of Blows, so despite all our stance changing, we don't get anything out of it. If we Vigilance, we still take 10. We probably can't kill him. Max damage is Eruption, Tantrum, Twin Strike, but we're weakened, so this is only like 12 damage. Yeah. We just do this and battle him. Try and get ready for later. We could play Deceive Reality to develop a safety. We're not drawing all these cards if we do that. We don't necessarily need to draw all these cards though. We mainly just want to draw a third eye. It's still an 80% chance. I think it's worth it to develop the safety. Okay, so now we're getting hit for 24, which is suspiciously close to our health total. We can block for 19. And we can develop Inflame. We probably can't kill him this turn, so I think that's probably the best plan. Should have done the safety before the third eye. It was a mistake, so I have an extra days I shouldn't have. Vigilance, Deceive Reality, Safety blocks out. I guess just Deceive Reality Safety does most of the work there. We could just Vigilance and Deceive Reality, block for 14, take 6. We're already in Calm, so there's pretty low value to playing Vigilance. Plus, if we just play Safety, we get to fit in a Smite. Okay. Hopefully we should be ready for Lessons Learned if it draws. It didn't. I don't think we can take 36. I think we have to kill him now if we can. And we can't, we're off by 1. So I guess we block out as much as we can. Looks like we're surviving. Oh, we're not actually off by 1. We could have killed him. We can kill him with his first damage return, which means we would take 3. It saves us 18 health, so I think I will do that. Oh, Stone Calendar, right. Totally not paying attention to Stone Calendar. Okay. These are all Ironclad cards. Thunderclap is upgraded. We don't have any access to Vulnerable so far. I don't know if Thunderclap is the first vulnerable card I want to pick. I think this is a skip. Okay, let's rest so we're ready for the elite. And then go drink a Cultist Potion. Okay, well this is the one I called out as being the easiest one. On a couple of occasions, so that's nice. Although we're not able to kill a... Yeah, we are Red Watcher. We should have some... should that be in the stream title? I'll do that in a second. I'll take out the relic covering since apparently that's not working. Okay, so we're taking 33 now. So we probably can't Tantrum. Doesn't seem very safe. Probably gonna play all the block cards. Maybe we can fit in a Twin Strike, but why? It only does 2 damage. Immolate's good here. Oh, Yvonne has got the same peak emote as Trollfun uses as his greeting. Now you two have to fight. Pretty sure that's the rule, right? Okay, we drew a couple cards. We get to armaments all this stuff if we want to. Yeah, I think we do want to. We're going to stay in Wrath next turn. He's buffing. I'm hoping he's just going to summon next turn. But even if he doesn't, we're guaranteed to get Vigilance, so... Actually, it looks like we can almost kill the leader here. If we use an attack potion, we can get an upgrade with it, probably. As long as we get an attack that does at least, what, 15 damage? No, 21, so it needs to do 11 damage. I'm not actually sure that's going to work. But I don't mind using it, so I'll use it. Fear No Evil does that much damage, but then it changes... Oh wait, it doesn't change my stance because he's not attacking. Oh wait, no. It needs to do 11 damage on the card. It can't do... Actually, so Whirlwind does. Yeah, Whirlwind works. So Whirlwind and then Miracle out. Lessons learned. Oh shit, this is too much damage. Oh, I forgot about the strength. God. I should have taken the calm. I'm gonna restart the fight so I get this upgrade. Sorry. Apologies to all the coconuts out there. I'm not familiar with Weird Champ. Is that a... Is that like a Better Twitch TV emote or something? Okay, so now we're just doing all the same stuff? Crap, I forgot about the Cultist Potion on turn 1. Maybe Coconut's complaining because I have my laptop on the thing she's trying to jump on. You want to jump up here? Come on. Go ahead. Now come up here. There you go. You did it. Cat's just jumping around the Mustang desk. Just standard cat stuff. Okay. So we're developing the safety, we're punching this guy, and we're blocking out. That's turn 1. We played Big Potion. Okay, and then this turn we just block a bunch. And the next turn we draw Inflame. And Immolate, I guess. Lots of stuff is on fire. Wait, armaments all this. Okay, and the next turn we get the lessons learned. Okay, and so now we attack bot. We take the Fear No Evil, because it is enough damage. Great. Ooh, we got a Kunai? Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's our defensive plan now. Kunai is super good with Flurry of Blows, so we need like more Flurry of Blowses and more stance changing stuff. Flurry of Blows, it's awkward to talk about multiple copies of Flurry of Blows, because the card is already plural. So it's like, do you say flurries of blows? I don't know. You say flurry of blowses? That seems really awkward. This is a stance changing card. We kind of have enough enter Wrath. We've got Tantrum, which by itself enters Wrath very frequently. So we just need more exits and calm enters, I think. Which none of these aren't. Yeah, we've already got an Armaments Plus and a Lessons Learned, so I don't think we're doing that. I would like a Ritual Dagger. That would be nice. I don't really want to lose the health. And the gold is worth twice as much because we have a membership card. So I think we take the gold, but I would like the dagger. We already have a side quest too. So maybe we don't want that. Ooh, Bag of Marbles. Yes, please. So Bag of Marbles should help me get Lessons Learned procced on turn 1, if that comes up. So we probably won't need to fight at least one more elite. Do we try it right now? We don't have a potion. We could go here and try to get a potion and then rest before instead of resting after. But this is going to be a hard pool fight, so we could probably not lose it, but like potentially lose 20 plus health. Yeah, let's do this and then this and see how we feel for that elite, because maybe we don't want to take any of these elites. Maybe we're just trying to get card rewards and proc Kunai to win. Okay, we should be able to finish a side quest in this fight, so we want to make sure we don't leave the fight without doing that. We can get a Dex this turn, but we don't have any way to block. We'll just play all the cards, obviously. And take a bunch of damage. So we can Armaments and Vigilance to block out. Upgrades the Smite too. It doesn't play Third Eye. Oh, does this actually block out? So this blocks for 12, but I'm frail. So it would block for 9. Is it even possible to take both? Oh, this way? Yeah, we're definitely not strong enough for that. So okay, so Armaments blocks for 4. This blocks for 9. That's so we take 1. That seems okay. We'll pay that cost to get the upgraded Miracle in particular. Alright, seems like a pretty good turn to Tantrum and probably kill Centurion. Maybe even get Lessons Learned in on it. $20 damage plus 20, seems fine. Ooh, that's nice. So now we're getting Battle Hymn on the first turn of every fight. Looks like we can kill them both. We have an extra 56 damage here. So. Alright, we did get a potion. We lost quite a bit of health, though. So we're going to have to rest. But we are in better shape than if we had just fought without going to the campsite first. Or the fight first. So maybe we do take the Ciliate now. We did not turn into a vampire or a ghost or anything cool. There weren't very many question marks early, so maybe we should try and take these a late question mark. Here or here. Foresight is good because we have Birdface Urn. It also just is really good. Helps you set up kunai turns. Battle Hymn upgraded is actually a little bit awkward because we have because marbles. So there are cool stuff. So there's Ancient Writing, which upgrades all year. It's a little bit less exciting, but it's quite a huge upgrade. There's some other good ones too. Act 2 question marks are quite good. I'm not sure if Foresight's necessarily good enough to be in the deck. He gets Flurry of Blows in the discard. Helps me find my stance changing stuff, which is kind of sparse at the moment. Yeah, it's probably good enough. We need a rest here if we're going to take the Elite. And I think we probably want to fight the Elite, so let's give it a shot. Okay, it's Slavers. We get Lessons Learned on turn 1. We talked about being able to proc that, but we can't here. Unless the attack potion is crazy. We're always using the attack potion in this fight, so I don't mind using it right now. Let's see what it is. Uppercut's really good. Maybe we can get Lessons Learned this turn. 15? Yeah, we can. Upgrade Flurry of Blows is fine. I think we just Miracle and play it all. We block out and we develop Battle Hymn. Yeah, it's a good thing we went to that fight and got that potion, because that was really important. Killing a Slaver on turn 1 is great. We could Eruption Empty Fist. We also get 2 Flurry Blows with that. We need to get an upgrade for this Eruption. We're a 3 energy deck, and we depend on changing stances, so we need that upgrade. Maybe Lessons Learned will do that for us one day. What did Lessons Learned upgrade right now? Oh, it was Flurry Blows. So if we do Eruption Empty Fist, we're doing approximately 18 damage, plus the Flurry of Blows for an extra, what, 12? Maybe a little less, because we're weak. So we're doing 30-ish damage. Yeah, maybe we just defend Immolate instead. Yeah, Immolate also does 30 damage, just in a different way, so I think this is okay. Because we get to fit in the defend. Okay, we can Armaments Vigilance to block for 13, and go get Flurry Blows. The Coconut command makes me go get Coconut. She's currently sitting in a sunspot on a board game. We've been playing Clank Legacy during the shutdown. It also upgrades both my smites, and my weak wears off next turn. Oh wait, my weak probably doesn't wear off. He's probably reapplying it. This seems fine. She's not sleeping, she's awake. She's just sitting in it. Alright, I'll do the exercise during the card award. Is this lethal? We have Tantrum, so we'll be up to 4 energy, and then we have triple smite. The smites are doing 12 right now, which is confusing because 12 is the original damage, but then they get upgraded and I got weak. How much? It's 16 normally, so it'd be 32 and then weak. So we'd be losing 8 damage from that. So it's 24 damage. So I could Tantrum and then I believe have lethal. So it'd be 24 to him and then 24 to him plus the 6. So it'd be 30 to him, and then this would do more than 10. So yeah, we have lethal. Also, I totally forgot about like Gremlin Horn and Flurry of Blows, so we have like lots of extra damage. Okay, we will consider this while I do some push-ups. Okay, yeah, just eating cake, so I am out of breath. So Pummel goes up with our strength scaling, that's nice. Just Lucky is an attack and gets dex scaling from Kunai. I'm eating myself. Have to get a couple of ribs removed to pull that off. I apologize for the crude humor. Ghost Slammer's good. What does the deck need to do? So we've picked some kind of weird cards recently. Got like a couple of powers. We did get a little bit of block. Some AoE. Hyper Beam guy coming up. Blocking out Hyper Beam guy is pretty tough, but you can do it with Kunai. But you need like some card draw and a lot of cards like Just Lucky. So yeah, I think the picks are either... I think all of these are pickable actually. Just Lucky if we want to like really try and turbo Kunai. Just Lucky is crazy with Kunai. But we're a little bit short on card draw for that plan. Ghostly Armor is like a really nice, just consistent block payoff. We have a couple of those. We've got Armaments and Vigilance, Deceive Reality. But we could use another one. And that mostly is helping to block like the double attack turns and like the Orblings and stuff. And then Pummel is like, screw you. Let's go Inflame Wrath Mode Pummel. How much damage does Inflame Wrath Mode Pummel do? So it's like 3 strength, so we're doing 5 times 4, so 20 on the card, and then 40 if it's if we're in Wrath Mode. That's not that impressive. I think we'd do Just Lucky over that. Yeah, I think we just pick more Just Lucky. Things like Just Lucky and Stance Change is kind of what we need to do, because we're trying to win with Kunai, I think. I think Kunai is the current plan. Snake Plant. Snake Plant has 0 chill this fight. He's coming at me right from the get-go. We can block for 15 with these two and take 9. We could defend. I would like to battle him. Seems like a bit of an overreact to Miracle out as safety here. But we can Miracle out to defend, I think. That's pretty reasonable. Since we got the safety in hand, so we don't need the Miracle necessarily to block in the future. We can probably get 3 attacks and play a block card here. But they would have to be Just Lucky, Twin Strike, Smite, and then like safety or third eye. So that would block for 13. And then this would block for 2. So we'd be blocking for 15 and taking 9. Seems like a lot to take. We could just safety third eye. And Just Lucky to block for 21. Take 3 instead. We're not playing 3 attacks, but we also have time to develop Foresight with that plan. Seems fine. We can almost just block out to win this fight. It's probably a little bit too slow, but I'll actually keep Tantrum. It's possible we have Tantrum and Empty Fist, which would help us play a lot of attacks. Get the decks. Supposed to use your scry cards in ascending order, because this now does nothing, basically. It's possible we can win the fight just by blocking out, because we have, what's it called? Bronze Scales. Tantrum does stack a lot of armor on this guy, that is true. He's not attacking this turn, so I'll get rid of the defend. We got Flurry of Blows, too. Speaking of stacking a lot of armor on this guy. Do we have lethal? I think we do. Do we wait around for lessons learned here? I don't know if we can. It's 2 turns away from a shuffle, too. If we get him low, though, we can't exit with Empty Fist next turn. Yeah, if we get him low enough that we can kill him with Smites on demand, I think I'm fine with it. Okay, so let's just get the decks here. And these are going to do 48 if we need it to, which is lethal. Oh wait, we're getting weakened, huh? Well, we're going to get damage next turn, so I think we'll be okay. Don't need that. He is attacking, so we need Empty Fist and probably defend. So if we armaments defend, we're blocking for 10. He's hitting for 24. So I think we're just going to kill him instead. Oop, 2 of these does 36, so we almost didn't get there, but we do. We have enough. Yeah, I'm not taking 14 for the privilege of reshuffling to try and find lessons learned. It's too much damage. Mental Fortress pops right out. We're looking for powers for Brute-Face Urn and trying to change stances to generate a bunch of block with decks. That being said, Mental Fortress does not scale with decks, so it's kind of a side plan. It's not really necessary. Diva Farm is also quite a card. I'm not sure if we can pull that off currently. Sometimes you should pick Diva Form even when you can't pull it off currently. It's not really necessarily a right now card. Diva Form and Kunai are good friends. Get to a place where you're at 6 energy, drawing a bunch of cards, getting 2 decks every turn, blocking out. I mean, Diva Form helps us kill the heart, basically. We need to find a bunch of draw and block to live that dream. But that's not at all impossible. We just need like some cut through fates and stuff. Diva Form also heals us for 2 when we play it. I don't know, maybe this is wrong. It's very expensive. We also have 3 energy. But having 3 energy is sort of a reason not to pick Diva Form, but it also is sort of a reason to pick Diva Form, because then you stop being a 3 energy deck. Also, we do have Lantern, so if we draw it on turn 1, it's possible we play Diva Form and block. Yeah, I think I'll take it. It's a bit of a weird pick, though. I think we want our last chance at turning into a Vampire Ghost here. I ain't giving him a membership card, no way. Or Stone Calendar, so that's way out of bounds. No way, Noloth, get out of here. I think we just rest. We've got a lot of upgrades stuff, and we don't want to die. I forgot this happened. Oh yeah, Noloth's, he gives you Noloth's Hungry Mask, which, or wait, he gives you Noloth's Happy Face or something? He gives you some sort of Noloth head relic, and he triples the chance that you see a rare card. But he was taking my membership card or Stone Calendar, so he can get right the hell out of here. Do we need Sash Whip? Hyper Beam guy has a lot of artifact charges. We don't apply any debuffs, so I don't see why we'd be concerned about artifact charges. Halt is good for stance dancing decks and good for deck scaling. So Halt is quite good. Yeah, exactly. Usually you want to turn down that event. Pretty much the only time you want to take that event is if he wants to take like some fruit that's like you've already gotten the max HP from it, so you're like, great, take it. Or like if he asks you for Niao's Lament that's used up or something. So sometimes it's great, but most of the time it's like, no, I need that Noloth. Get away. Yeah. I don't think he can actually ask for boss relics, which Bell technically is, so I don't think that one's possible, but maybe it is. So Sash Whip's out. We don't need Sash Whip. Prey is kind of interesting. We don't have any mantra stuff currently, but if we get insights, that's the draw that we need. Insights stay in hand, so armaments can eventually hit them. Also, Prey just by itself puts you into Divinity pretty quickly, gaining 4 mantra if it gets upgraded. That being said, picking Prey as your first mantra card is a little bit iffy. You kind of want to start with either like a Prostrate and start small, or like a what's the one with the floated candle? The power one. That one's probably the best one to start with because it just puts you into mantra, or puts you into Divinity on a timer. Or you want to like find a Damaru or something. It's, yeah, like pretty much any of the other mantra cards are better to start with than Prey. But Prey's kind of a fun idea. I don't think we really need to do Divinity stuff though. Really, I would just be picking Prey for the insights. But I think there are better ways to get insights. There's the block card that gives you insights. I think that's probably the one we want. Or even Study. I would take Study. Study's a power, so it procs our bird face turn. So I think, yeah, Prey. I don't want to take Prey because it takes up a slot where there's better cards that aren't that rare even. Yeah, but the Divinity is like you'd have to go through the deck 3 times for Prey to get you into Divinity. That's just not very realistic. Whereas Halt is very realistic. Halt is like cost 0, gives you block. If you happen to be able to get into Wrath Form this turn, gives you a ton of block. So let's take halt. And hope that we don't catch fire. Turn 1 battle hymn's great. Do we turn 1 tantrum? Seems like an extremely scary way to live your life. So definitely playing these two. I don't think I can do Tantrum. I think it's just too dangerous. He doesn't attack for quite a while, though. Let's see, I'm gonna look him up. What's your pattern? So I think he attacks on turn 3 or something. But it's like not the big attack yet. Okay, so he spawns orbs, then he flails, then he boosts, then he flails. So he actually attacks on turn 2, but it's just the little 8x2 attack. But that would turn into 32 damage if I'm unable to escape Wrath mode, so I think we're gonna pass on that. That's a lot of damage. Okay, so we want to try to get Dex up, so Just Lucky and Twin Strike can stay, and I think Deceive Reality too. These are all good. See, we wouldn't have been able to get out. Would have been a bad idea. Okay, he's going to take a card. What card is he going to take? Either Immolate or Diva Form. Those are his choices. If I were him, I would pick Immolate because he is vulnerable to AoE. He's an ad, so... we're going to start working him down in case he chooses Diva Form, because we might want that back. We don't really need it. But I don't think we're going to let the orb survive. So we have to target somebody. We could Twin Strike Smite and then Just Lucky Miracle Deceive Reality. That would be if we want to get a Dex before we do Just Lucky. I think we won't do that though. I think we'll do Twin Strike Just Lucky and then Deceive Reality Miracle Safety. Just because we need that much block. So we'd get 8 plus 13 is 21 blocks, still take 3. I think that's fine. Oh wait, still take 1 because we're walking with Just Lucky too. I don't think I need Vigilance next turn. Oh, yeah, we don't need a Miracle. Okay. Took the Diva Form. So we're going to hit for 16 this turn. So we'll want that Inflame, and third die is probably enough by itself. Okay, we have armaments too, so we can upgrade our miracles and smites. And we can get Immolate for next turn. We're not currently in a stance, right? Yeah, we're not. So Empty Fist isn't great. He's multi-attacking next turn. We probably want to get 3 attacks next turn. Reckless Charge can be one of them. So let's do this. Do like Smite, Reckless Charge, Immolate, and then halt something to defend. I've already looked at all these. Okay, so if we Smite Immolate, and we target this orb, we are getting our Diva Form back this turn, which means we would exhaust it, because we don't have the energy to play it. So maybe we target the other guy. He is trying to steal a card, and it looks like he's actually going to fail. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. We could go into Wrath just to get the extra block from Halt. Seems ill-advised. If you Stone Calendar, get a card back from somebody dying, and that card has Ethereal on it, does the card exhaust? I don't know if Stone Calendar happens before or after the sort of discard phase. I think it's after. I think you get to keep the card. Turn 7. It's interesting either way. I want to play Immolate this turn, so we don't really need Stone Calendar to wait for Stone Calendar. But it is interesting. We do have Horn. We can force a shuffle with Horn, but then he gets stuff. We could give him a daze. If we want to get decks, we have to win a daze of the deck, which means that he's going to draw it. If we shuffle, then he's going to take Lessons Learned, which is actually kind of fine. He's either going to take Lessons Learned or Immolate, I guess. We could theoretically Eruption and then force a shuffle. And then hope we get a way to exit. That's a play that requires some brass balls. But it gets back the Flurry of Blows, so that it survives the shuffle. I don't hate it. We have Halt, too. Yeah, we need to stack that Dex before he kills us. So I think we have to get lucky. So let's try and get lucky. Okay, we get the Flurry of Blows back, and then we force a shuffle by killing one. Not being dead this turn is a bit of a consolation prize, though. I'm sure you would agree. Hey, Baylor. I'm taking a crazy risk trying to shuffle with Gremlin Horn and draw a stance exit. Nope, that's not a stance exit. What about this one? Nope. Okay, well we can block for quite a bit. I guess we should. Okay, I believe he's buffing again. Yeah, so we don't need any of these. We do get to stay in Wrath with all these smites. It's pretty good. It would be nice to exit Wrath next turn, so I'll keep that there. I'll play the upgraded smites so that when Armaments comes back around, we get to feed it some new smites. Okay, so it says 116, which means it's 58. Which means we're not dying. I like Vigilance Empty Fist. That might help us get a Kunai proc and block out this turn. Love to see what the rest of the hand is. Oh man, Yvonne, do you not know Baylor Lord? He's maybe that was sarcastic, but Baylor Lord is an excellent streamer. We could Vigilance Tantrum and then Empty Fist. I would love to get some of these cards upgraded. But then we're back in Wrath mode. Oh wait, no we're not, because we Empty Fist. So that does get us an extra Dex, because we Flurry of Blows 3 times. And we have enough energy left to armaments at the end. I mean, sure, we're playing Vigilance and Armaments, and we're not ending in Wrath, so it seems like a good play. I would love to get a Dex before we Vigilance, but that just isn't possible. We're doing Armaments and then Empty Fist to get Empty Fist upgraded. Okay, a bunch of upgraded smites and a couple of ways to get into Wrath. Immolate is less good now. It seems like we want to go into Eruption. Oh, there's Tantrum. Okay. If we play all of these smites, do we kill him? So if we're in Wrath mode, so this is 18, so he is at 73, and then these each do 38, so we only need 2 of them to kill him. Yeah, so he's dead right now. Great. We got him. Demon Form is a card. Deus Ex Machina plays into the armaments thing. Demon and Diva Form, so we're really living the Red Watcher dream here. Diva Form helps us play Demon Form. Demon Form helps us do lots of damage when we're trying to kunai people. Whoa, wait, you did 1 to 20 all the way on every... without losing? That's crazy. Dang, I wish I was watching that stream. I always feel weird when I see people doing ladder streaks, because I'm like, it feels like the first... If you play Slay the Spire optimally, and I assume that like somebody like Baylor Lord is going to be playing pretty near optimally, then like Ascensions 1 through 7 are like kind of free, and then it starts getting harder, and like it seems like, yeah, I don't remember exactly what the modifiers are, but like maybe the like elites are tougher and bosses are tougher modifiers seem to be the point where it's like if you get unlucky you can start losing. Yeah, I don't know. It seems like if you did a ladder streak and started at like 15, you'd be getting the most interesting part of the run, but it would feel like cheating. So that's why I haven't been doing it. But it's crazy that you did it. Congratulations. Do we pick Demon Form? We're still 3 energy deck. We would definitely take Sneko Eye if it's offered. Deus Ex Machina helps us play Diva Form. And it helps out armaments quite a bit. That's interesting. I didn't play Slay the Spire very much, like at a high level. I think I had it installed, but had only played like enough to unlock the classes before they added Ascensions 16 through 20. But my understanding was that at the time there were streamers who were playing Ascension 15 at like 80% win rate. So I sort of assumed that with optimal play that those earlier ones were unmissable. But it's interesting to hear that they're not. I think Deus Ex Machina is probably the pick here. Berserker's kind of fun. If we end up getting, what's it called, like Clockwork Souvenir or Orange Pellets or one of those shop relics, then Berserk is like heal for 2, become a 4 energy deck. Oh, I see. Yeah. Because like with Ascension 15, there was only one, Act 3 boss at the end. That's a significantly different game than it is now. Yeah, I think Deus Ex Machina is probably the pick. I wish I could pick Demon Form, but I don't think it's correct. Holy Water, we could have a lot of miracles. When I started this run, one of the synergies I said that I was looking for was like Feel No Pain, Dark Embrace with like miracles. So if I do both of those, we are sort of a Dark Embrace away from having that going off. And I wouldn't say that like drove the Armaments Plus pick. Mostly it was driven by it not having very many upgrades, but having Armaments Plus and a bunch of miracles seems really good. In addition, Holy Water is just really good by itself. Runic Dome probably gets me killed, but it does allow me to play Diva Form more. And I think we're missing too many cards to pick Busted Ground. I don't know exactly what the cards are, but I don't feel like this is a heart-killing deck. So I feel like Busted Ground sort of dooms me to failure. Although if you're in a position where you have to get lucky to win the run, picking Busted Ground is not unreasonable because it has no per fight downside, right? It doesn't like make you vulnerable or prevent you from seeing intense or anything. And if you're assuming you're getting lucky anyway, then you get all the cards you need, even though you only see one of them. It just makes it way less likely. I guess you do see fewer rare cards because you have less opportunities to tick up your rare card chance, but I don't think that's really a major consideration. But I think Holy Water is here, the pick here by a mile. We've got a lot of really cool Miracle Synergy stuff. Are you counting the Awakened one as 2 bosses? Okay, so we can do the 2 easy pool fights, a question mark, and a shop here. Kind of hard paths. We already got our Mega Elite out of the way, so we're not restricted by that. It's really just, do we want Act 3 Elites? Shops are great because we have a membership card, so we should definitely go to a shop. We have like the equivalent of 500 gold. So I'm comparing this left path and this sort of center path. Both of them have 2 fights, a question mark, and then a shop, and then a fight before the elite segment, but then this middle one does fire and then elite, and the left one does elite and then fire. I guess actually, if after we go here, we can choose to do either fire elite or elite fire, which seems strictly better. Although, if we go this way, we have to fight after it. Yeah, these paths are almost identical, and then they converge here. Have exactly the same choices. So I guess it's strictly better to go this way, because then I get to choose. So I'll do that. Wow, some serious shade getting thrown down the Donu. I think Donu's the stronger of the two. Interesting. Okay, so we can't get a Dex. We need to start worrying about hand size, unfortunately. We have a Deus Ex Machina in the deck, so we could be drawing 6 cards. Also, if we're playing Battle Hymn, we're definitely don't want to have more than 4 cards retained. So it's possible we want a Miracle here just to allow ourselves to draw Deus Ex Machina, a full hand, and a Battle Hymn card. And I don't really want to play a Miracle here. So maybe we just take the chance and overdraw one. I guess we'll just play 3 powers. And we'll wait for miracles. There is Deus Ex Machina. Okay, so we don't want to draw it because we don't have hand room. Wait, that's not true. We do have a hand room. We have 4 cards, so we're... Okay, so well, I guess we'll keep Deus Ex Machina in case we get Diva Form or something. Or, whatchamacallit? Armaments. Yeah, I'll keep Halt to block because we're taking a lot of damage. And I guess I'll get rid of Strike. It's possible keeping Strike is correct to proc Kunai, but... And in fact, we can't proc Kunai because we didn't keep the Strike. Yikes. This is not going well. Then we have to Miracle just to make room. I mean, we won't have to, but I want to draw that card. Probably don't want to Tantrum right now. I think this fight's too fast for Diva Form, so we'll just keep the defend. Okay. I guess I should have kept the Diva Form because we have 1,000,000 energy this turn. Let's take a look at the top of the deck. See what we got coming up. Maybe Lessons Learned kill next turn. Let's just keep attacks, and actually, is that reasonable? We've got Immolate coming up. Yeah, we can if we can put Eruption and Lessons Learned together, I think we have a kill. And that's most likely going to happen. We can definitely miss, though. We miss less if we get rid of Twin Strike, but sometimes Twin Strike is part of the solution. No, Twin Strike is actually never part of the solution, because we have Smite in hand. So we have enough damage with just Lessons Learned. Okay, we're blocking out. We need to play some cards to clear out hand room. 4 spots is enough. Is there a reason to save energy for next turn? No, we have so much energy. We're banking 6. Okay, so we want to maximize the chances of Lessons Learned and Wrath mode. So let's get rid of these other 2. And we got it. I guess it was a 100% chance. But it was the last card, so we had to play that correctly or else it didn't work. Diva Form upgrade, okay. There's Fasting. These are all cards that I talked about at one point or another in the run. Flurry of Blows helps us proc Kunai, helps us really crank the stance-changing Kunai synergy from 6 to 11. Shockwave would be great. We don't currently have any way of applying debuffs, and sometimes applying debuffs is really important as Watcher because of Talk to the Hand. Although Shockwave, you know, can't clear necessarily all of the artifact charges, it can definitely do some work. And we do have Bag of Marbles, so we're always taking at least a couple of artifact charges off, or at least one. A couple in a multi-enemy fight, like Donu Deka or the Act 4 Elites, where artifact charges are most likely to matter. Yeah, so I have found, playing Watcher, that every Watcher deck wants Talk to the Hand, and if you build your deck in Act 3 and you don't have it yet, and you start building your deck around finding Talk to the Hand, you just die because you don't find it. I mean, sometimes you'll find it, but sometimes you don't, and then you die. And I don't think this deck needs a Talk to the Hand to survive, because we have Kunai. So I think we should just play the Kunai game. And playing the Kunai game is Flurry of Blows, for sure. Fasting is, like, kind of speculative. It's like we go to a shop and get a cool shop relic, and then fasting is good. But that's kind of not where we're at, so let's take Flurry of Blows there. Dirklings, wonderful. We have Armaments with the Miracles on turn 1, so we probably want to do that right away. I feel like I'm introducing a band. Armaments and the Miracles! Probably want to play at least 1 defend. I think we're playing both. We can't get a dex charge this turn, so there's not really any point in miracling out a strike. Although it would do 14 damage, which is something. Kind of got lucky there. None of the outside 2 buffed on turn 1. Okay, so we have Flurry of Blows and a bunch of stance changing stuff. We also have a ton of energy, so we can Eruption first, and then Vigilance, which is normally not possible. So let's do that. I think I killed the front one. The front one is buffing. Oh, I guess if I kill the back one, it blocks for 18, which is a thing. Yeah, we do need to block for 18, huh? Yeah, let's do that. Ha! We have Halt. It is now fine to retain 4 cards because we have drawn Deus Ex Machina. So normally we're trying to keep 3 if Deus Ex Machina is a possibility, and 4 if it isn't. We got lucky again. He decided not to multi-attack, despite the fact that he has strength now. Could punish us. It seems like we can probably end this fight with all the stuff that we have. So Tantrum is 9 damage to presumably him, bringing him down to 46. And then Immolate is 42 to all. I'm going to do 10 damage to him and 4 damage to him, which we can do with Smite and Flurry of Blows. Actually, we can't do enough. So he's going to be at 10. Yeah, so Flurry of Blows does not do it. You say Tantrum Immolate is GG, but I just did the math and it isn't. We can afford Deceive Reality Safety. Yeah, I know. I did the math. It is not. Here, I am actually going to do it, so you'll get to see, but it isn't lethal. So we're going to do this. We're going to stay in Wrath, and we're just going to block out this Darkling with a Deceive Reality Safety. Because that's less damage than taking both. Oh shit, it is enough damage. I had the attack targeting wrong. Do we take a 3rd Flurry of Blows? I did also forget about Horn, I will admit that. Yeah, for some reason I thought I had to put the Flurry of Blows on the middle guy, and I was like, oh no, it only does 8 damage and he's at 10. But then you can just put Flurry of Blows in the front guy because he was at 4. I kind of want to do a 3rd Flurry of Blows. I think 3 is probably exactly where you want to go. I think you want to be like 1 Flurry per 10 cards, approximately. I don't have any like math to back that up, but just like experimentally, it seems like if I take a 4th Flurry of Blows, then I'm just like constantly drawing them, and they don't do very much. But if I have only 1, then like sometimes it's in the bottom of the deck, and I don't get to proc to Kunai, and if I have 2, then like, you know, I'm only getting back 1. So I think a 3rd one is fine. You had 5 Flurries, which is pretty happy. I mean, maybe if you have a 50-card deck, then your ratio would be the same as mine is right now. Pretty happy with a 12 damage debuff attack. If I Flurry of Blows, then I risk the chance of him changing to Curse, and then I have to hit him again, and then it changes to triple attack, and then I'm taking a ton of damage. So I think we just defend Battle him. We do technically have Lessons Learned, so we could change him again, but... I don't like taking 57. Let's see if we can change his mind. We can block for 13, take 5. I'm getting debuffed again, though, if we do that. I guess let's do this first. We have a defend for next turn. I think I'll keep that. Tantrum is not great against Malleable, as was previously observed. We do have some smites. We probably don't want to enter Wrath in this fight until we have lethal. There's no, like, special foresight interaction in this fight, so I think I'll get rid of it. It's okay, but... I would love to prop kunai, but it's way too dangerous, right? Here's the triple attack. What about now? Back to the debuff attack. We'll just get the debuff attack every turn. That's the plan. We could... Trying to proc kunai and trying to be safe against Writhing Mass are in direct conflict, because kunai is like, you want to play exactly 3 attacks, and Writhing Mass is like, you want to be able to play more attacks than you have, or than any individual line of play. You always want to have a backup attack if your line of play involves changing his intent. I think we just defend Deceive Reality. No, I have to spend some of these attacks because we're retaining 5 cards currently. We only want to retain, ideally, 3. Alright, so let's change his mind a little bit. I don't like that. I don't like that one either. Well, now we're in exactly the pickle that I was anticipating. Okay, fine. We made it out. I guess I should have played safety instead of defend, because now I'm in a position where I either miracle at the last safety or I take 7 damage. I guess I'll take 7. Classic snake plant. So we can Armaments, Miracle, Defend Diva Form. Blocks for 6 plus 8, or 9. 6 plus 9 is 15, so we take 3 and develop Diva Form. What do we even do with Diva Form, though? I guess next turn we play Eruption, Vigilance, and Immolate. Probably still can't even do that. We could just Armaments, Inflame, Defend, or like Armaments, Safety as well. Safety blocks out for a lot. What if I'm playing Armaments is what I'm saying. So ideally we would get 12 more block. This gets a 9 and we take 3. This blocks for 17 and we lose a important retained resource. So I think we just do this. And then I guess I'll Miracle at Diva Form. Alright, we need to change his mind for sure. Let's do that with the Smite Plus. I don't think we're going into Eruption's turn. So when you upgrade Diva Form, it loses its Ethereal. It doesn't decost. We have 2 Flurry of Blows in the discard, so we should spend a card. Oh wait, we only have 9 cards in hand, so we can actually do that. Okay, so we could go into Eruption here. Although, best case scenario, he's hitting for 12. That turns into 24, which is kind of a lot. We have no way to exit. We do have Halt, though. So we could block for, assuming we get 2 decks, which is quite an assumption. We'd block for 18 and take 6. We could probably fit safety into... Maybe, okay, so maybe we plan on getting 1 dex and then we safety halt. Yeah, that should be able to walk out. Alright. I want to get that dex, so we're going to do it. He's back to triple attacking. Crap. Okay, let's change his mind again. Can we block for 48? So we're blocking for 16 with this and 18 with that. That's 34. So we take 14. If we change his mind again, he could go back to triple attack, or he could go curse. Those are kind of the bad outcomes. Or he could switch to debuff attack, which is the good outcome. 2 bad, 1 good sounds like poor odds. So I guess I should just take my 14. We can theoretically change it one more time. Alright. What do you got? Oh, that's bad. Okay. Oh crap. Alright, well, I think that's gonna be it for this character. We played with fire a little bit here and got burned. Yeah, I guess I just shouldn't have done that last smite. That was a mistake. Yeah, I don't know if this character would have been a heart killer if I hadn't screwed up the Writhing Mass fight. Yeah, it's tough to pull off Wrath in that fight. The deck never really found the draw that I kept talking about. Like, we needed to draw a bunch of cards and play a bunch of Flurry of Blows to get Kunai going. And it never really came online. We were kind of just like jumping from next problem to next problem. We like had a bunch of damage with like Inflame, Tantrum in Act 1. Inflame solved some problems for us, but we were a good couple cards away every time. We needed like what's that skill that draws 2 cards if you played a skill previously? We needed cards like that. Too many miracles. Maybe. I think the miracles were actually kind of the best part of the deck. We really had a lot of mana manipulation there at the end. But mana manipulation is like, it's good with card draw. It's kind of just not good by itself. Yeah, Sanctity, thank you, that's the card. Yeah, we also needed that, the block for 10, put an Insight into your deck card. That would have been really good. Insights would have been a good source of card draw. I would have taken a Study. We had Birdface Urn, so Study's okay. Yep.